Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your September reading. Like, it's September already, how weird is that? I'm just going to jump straight in. I'm using the Sacred Forest Oracle. This is the first time I've ever used them for these readings. I forgot I had them, and I've started packing things, and I had all my cards packed in a box with some crystals. And I saw these and I was like, you know what? I'm going to play with you. So this is the first time I'm seeing them. I am enjoying them so far. I definitely see these being a great asset to my cards, to my readings. So there's definitely a reason why I picked them up and chose to buy them. So yes, the readings this month is a little bit different. As you know, if you follow me, I go with what just kind of feels right. What we are doing is it's kind of like the Sacred Forest cards are the keywords, and then the next column is kind of the energy you're in now, where you're at, what you're working with, perhaps why you're working with that. Depends how it comes through, I suppose. And then the bottom column is where you're going, what's ahead of you, that kind of energy. It depends on the reading of how it flows, obviously, but that's how it's been kind of coming out, and I'm loving it. I'm thinking of keeping this kind of layout, actually, for my next few months, maybe, but we'll see how we go. We never know where the winds take us, right? Okay, so your first card for September for you Sagittarius. Frog Spirit. I don't know why I said forest. Renewal. This is actually kind of really intriguing. I feel like there's a lot of newness coming for you Sagittarius in this moment. Are you alright, Bogues? You hurt your finger? I do have the kids home, obviously, so you may get some interruptions. This lighting is absolutely terrible. Sorry, I don't know what you can see. I don't think you can see a whole lot in the imagery, so I apologise. So I'm feeling like a lot of new. I feel like this September for you Sagittarius, actually what sort of just come through straight away was like new discovery. And in a way, like the way that feels for me is like adventure. So a good thing. It's not like discovering things that are going to interrupt things. Like it doesn't have that feel when I say discoveries. This feels as in like it's kind of a month of new discoveries, new adventures. So perhaps you're moving, perhaps something good is coming into your life, because it just feels like something good and new. Let's have a look what she gives me for you. Yep, go sit with Autumn. Thank you. I've just given their lunch, but Rune will come in and out, so I apologise for any interruptions. I will do my best. I feel movement. So I do think for a lot of you there could be moving of house, or just some kind of travelling or going somewhere, or even the opportunity for a change, because it feels like going somewhere. So this could be very metaphorical in the sense that you are going somewhere, like a change in a career, change in job, change in something, or this can be you literally moving from one place to another, because it just feels like change, and it is feeling good to me. And positive. There's kind of a light. So here there's a fairy. She's touching kind of with her fingertip a froggy who's leading the way. And this to me just feels like you're being guided into new directions during this time. Let's see what we've got. We also have a cat, Taro, who's just jumped up beside you. So if the camera moves, I apologise. Oh, this is my first video recording of today, so we're all hiccups. I apologise, Sagittarius. Page of Swords, yes, definitely direction, straight away. He's going in a direction. The page to me is kind of like this naive, like not naive in a negative way, but as in an innocent way of moving forward. And this is what discovery and adventure means, I think. Oh, it needs chargy. Give it to yourselves. Thank you. And this is what it feels like. It's like something new in an exciting way. It's giving me this excitement, and I feel like you need to kind of flow with it and trust in where you're going, because it feels as though this is something that might be perhaps not where you expected to go, because it just feels like exciting adventures to me. So I feel like there's just new changes coming up and springing up around you. Now here in Australia, in the southern hemisphere, it's beginning to be spring. Things are warming up and life is sort of coming into being again, awakening, and we're in that vibe. And this is what this is giving me, is that kind of renewal sense of things being birthed around you. So it feels really exciting for September for you Sagittarius so far. It feels as though like all of this year for me is the knowledge that you're bringing with you now. So it feels like even though this might feel new and exciting, that you are fully prepared for whatever is happening this month for you. And you are not alone. You have everything that you need coming with you. So this is why it just feels positive for me. There is no negative kind of connotation with this. Even if you have kind of anxious sort of feels towards where you're going, as though you can't see where it's leading you, it does not feel as though that you like, it feels like you shouldn't worry basically, because you have all that you need during this time. Yeah, and the next is the Strength card in reverse. So I feel as though even if you had doubts or worries or concerns, it's like they are very mildly, like it does not matter. They're not going to inconvenience during this time. Loving that, because it just does feel very light and kind of exciting and springy, very spring. I feel like you're going places again with this card. I'm definitely getting kind of channeling going places. And the harder times behind you, for sure, that's happening. This is kind of universal at the moment. We've all been through so many ups and downs this year, and September feels like it's definitely an up for you, and I feel like the hardest times are behind you for sure right now. And I feel like you are just, it's part of this discovery is yourself as well. I feel like you're discovering just how strong you are, and even that perhaps your vulnerabilities are, like, you're seeing them as a strength, which is great, because that's what we want from the Strength card. When the Strength card comes up, it could be that it's time to nurture our vulnerabilities and all that kind of thing. To me, it feels as though that's exactly where you're at right now, is that you realize that all that you have is your strength. And this comes with that Page of Swords feel. I felt as though everything that you've learned about yourself this year is really kind of coming into practice this month, and showing you really what you're made of in a positive way. Loving it. Foggy Bog is the next column. Interesting. So as soon as I looked at this card and saw Foggy Bog, I was kind of feeling, and it says patience. I was getting this sense of, again, you're not sure where you're going. And this can be perhaps that kind of niggle of anxiety of just not knowing where this is taking you, and unsurety. So I feel like there is an aspect of that. And the guidance is to be patient. You know, things will reveal themselves when they need to. Things will happen when they need to happen. And this is the theme that I'm feeling with you, is this going with the flow and just enjoying the moment. For September, I'm finding, like, through all this universal energy that's happening at the moment, is that patience and kind of living in the now is the theme. It's all about being present in the now and not looking towards something for things to begin and for things to grow. We're focusing on what we have grown so far. We're focusing on what is present in our lives. And this is what I feel like with this card. It's saying, hey, just enjoy the ride, live the adventure. In September, we do have Mercury in retrograde. So Mercury in retrograde brings things to the surface that we need to face. I don't feel like this is going to be massive inconvenience for you. However, in the sense of things needing to grow and bloom, this could make you feel as though things are not happening quick enough. But again, you're being taught to just, live in the moment. Don't worry about whether things are happening quick enough or not, because they are happening in the time that they need to manifest within. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Interesting. So again, I get this energy of you wanting to charge forward and you wanting to kind of get that reward quicker, or you kind of want answers, something like this, because I'm getting this many, like, it's like you're trying to pull things to you. And again, that wanting something quicker than it's ready to manifest in your life. So remember your patience, remember that Foggy Bog. Foggy Bog keeps pulling me back, and again, it's kind of like you're trying to look into something that's not ready to be seen yet. Be aware of that. Be aware of trying to rush into something. This is where you will just mentally complicate things for yourself when it doesn't need to be. And this can be what Mercury in retrograde does for you in its inconvenience of Mercury in retrograde when it comes up. It is the planet of communication, right? So it will communicate with you what areas of your life need changing. And this to me feels like it's your need for the need to know where you're going. Something like that. It just feels as though you are wanting things sooner than they need to manifest. And remember, when we rush into something, sometimes if we rush something too much, it's never as good as what it would be if we took our time with something and really grew it into something much bigger and bolder, and this is what this year is saying. It's saying go big, go bold. We wanted this to work out for you. And for you, this is saying to slow down, enjoy this. I feel like with me saying this is perhaps you have rushed into things throughout your life, and it's looking at those cycles and patterns and what hasn't worked with you in the things that you want. So if there's something you're working towards right now, this is saying look at why it didn't work out. Was you rushing things too much? Was you jumping straight in? So now let's see that. Let's slow down. Let's do things differently. We want this to work out this time. I hope that makes sense for you, Sagittarius. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is really good. This is building something. This is realizing that you do not have to do this alone as well. I often see when the Three of Pentacles comes up, it means that there's support around you. And perhaps you need to embrace that support and realize you're not in this together, actually, is what just come through for me right now. I feel like this is kind of like a family unit of realizing that you are not doing anything alone, and you're not the only one that's trying to create this life for you, is what I want to say. But you are the one that's wanting to kind of speed this up. So lean on those for support. And I feel like, again, this is about getting it right this time for many of you. If you look on the Three of Pentacles, there's always these three pentacles that they've worked on. And you kind of have like, how it's coming through to me now when I see these three pentacles. It's like this blue one is rushed. The paint is wet. It's dripping. And then we have the red one at the top. Again, it's better. The paint's not dripping, but it's incomplete. The third one is this golden one. It's complete. It's coloured in. It's perfect. There's no dripping. And this is because they all work together to create that. This is what I'm seeing for you. Work, collaboration, or just supporting one another if this is a family, because I'm definitely getting this kind of more of this being about those in your life during this time. But again, it very much can be about a creative project. It can be a career project, and just something you are trying to build for yourself. And I do feel, again, this is just part of your cycle of discovery within yourself. And yeah, the others will benefit that. Interesting. Reflecting pool, stillness. So you're really not going anywhere right now. As much as I'm saying like this is you're going places, it's like this is part of your journey, and part of your journey while you're going is kind of like being in this moment. This is what stillness means to me. So it doesn't mean you're not going to move. It doesn't all that what we said over here. You're moving. You're going places. That's happening, but you have to realize that part of the journey is to be focused on the now, not what's ahead. And I feel like this is come through for so many signs for September, is all of us are looking ahead. And I think with COVID, it really kind of got us stuck in a moment because we're all, we couldn't go anywhere, and it made us pause our lives. It made us reflect. And this is what this is, reflecting pool. You're still reflecting. Now I feel like, so then now things have eased up this year and we've been able to explore ourselves more and really realize what we want from life. I feel like it did this. Like I really see the positives from this experience as much as there are negatives, obviously. But it has kind of flicked a switch in us all that's made us passionate about life again. Because I feel like really as humanity, we kind of lost this passion and now it's back. We have like a force to be reckoned with. Loving it. I'm loving this vibe. Yes, it is causing conflict and things, but we need that to shake things up. Now this reflecting pool, this is what I mean. So like this year it's made us be rushing into things. We're like, okay, I know what I want, so let's go for it. But you need to realize that there is no rush. Take your time. If you want to build something good, we just experience the moment and take our time with it, and it will grow. With this, I do think, again, and I said this over here somewhere, it's about looking at the experiences we've had previously, especially around something you want to achieve this month. It just feels very specific to you individually, Sagittarius. Sorry, I thought I had the wrong sign then. To look at past experiences that are relevant to now and reflect on that. I want this. And I feel like this is what's growing in. It's like, I want this to work for you, which means the universe wants this to work for you. Your guides want you to work for you. They want you to get this right. And this comes with self. a lot of you is coming through this, and a lot of us are told to do this right now, because a lot of us, and Sagittarius, you are the sign of compassion and love and empathy for those around you. And sometimes that means that you don't focus on yourself as much as you should. And this is where I feel like this is what it's saying to you. It's now time to just be in this moment and self-reflect on where you want to be and where you need to work on areas of your life. And this will kind of waterfall out into other areas. So if you are actually working on any project, what will help you is by you working on the self. I hope that makes sense. We have the Ten of Swords, and yeah, it is in reverse. So again, I feel like you are blindly going towards something, in the sense of you are rushing in. You're kind of like, that's my target and what I want to aim for, but you're not seeing that actually the help you have that you need to achieve what you are is with you right now. I definitely feel that the tools that you need in any area of your life during this time, you already have it. You do not need to seek outside of yourself or outside of your circumstance, because you have everything you need to achieve what you wish to achieve. However, I do feel like this is, again, comes with the reflecting for you to realize this. It feels like a very much self-searching realization for you. And yeah, the wisdom is, and I do get that there's someone or people, I would say plural, I feel like there's people that are supporting you through this. And I feel like the only way you are going to achieve what you wish to achieve is by allowing those around you to help you and support you in this, which is interesting. Please do comment below. Well, I mean, I'd love to hear your stories and how this applies to you. So please comment below if you have any insight as to what this means to you, and be like, you know what, yeah, I can see this. Because I love seeing my readings fall out this. When I do personal readings, I always kind of like, hey, feel free to come back with feedback around this, because I can visualize it, I can see a result. But actually having that feedback come back, and you know, it gives you that sense of, oh wow, I can see how that applied to you. Love it. So please feel free to comment below, Sagittarius. Obviously you have no obligation to do so. We're all living our own private lives. And okay, so where we're going, because how I've been reading this with you has been kind of different to how I've read it other signs, but this is where you're heading with this, allowing other people to help you. It's the Emperor. You're going to be the boss, and this is what I feel is like, if you allow those around you to support you, if you acknowledge this level of support that you have on your journey, and realize again how important you are to your own journey, like, you're going to be the boss. You're killing it, right? The Emperor is somebody who is in charge. He has all that he achieves because he's used the wisdom that he holds to get to where he's going. It is a very logical card, so I feel like this is going to get you into a place where you are making the right choices from a very kind of wise position. It's like he is logical, he knows what he wants, and he knows how to get there. And this is why I feel like for you, it's saying, once you realize that what you have everything you need already, you will start achieving your goals faster than you are right now. And it comes with these realizations. You need to kind of step out and be in the now, stop looking ahead, to realize you have everything you need. And I feel that's what will actually stop you from being here where it's time to stand, be patient. I feel like it'll just come to you really quickly. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here for you. Next we have Hummingbird Spirit, and this is how it's flowing, because then once you've got that and you're the boss on top of the world, you've got joy, you've got happiness. And actually this is exactly what I'm feeling in the beginning. It felt very joyous, a great time for you to be kind of enjoying your moment, and this is it. Don't expect results straight away, but enjoy the ride right now. You may get a tail in your view, because I've got Tarot's tail just hanging above the camera. There we go. Tarot, do not show them your butt. But it feels really happy times. I feel like, again, I'm getting that spring vibe. So I just feel like this is a moment where you really can enjoy what's happening around you during this time. It does not feel stressed and heavy at all. Like I say, with the slight little worries in there, it feels all as though it's kind of self-imposed and nothing to worry about. So any worries you do have, I really feel like the kind of work that you can do of is releasing those worries. And I feel like that's what Mercury in retrograde will bring up if you are not doing that. If you're allowing yourself to sit in a ball of worries, it's going to amplify during this time. And hopefully that will then make you realize and trigger that in you, like, hey, okay, yeah, that is me worrying is hindering my success of happiness and joy in this moment. Now, if I had my Archangel Michael cards, I've said this for another sign as well. What would come up is decide to be happy now. So when that card comes up, they are my cards that I worked with from the very, very beginning when I started doing readings about 5, 6, 7 years ago. And so I'm just in tune with those cards, like, whatever, yeah? That card is basically saying, decide to be happy now. Stop looking for future events. Stop going, okay, so I'm going on holiday in October. That's when I'll be able to chill, relax, and enjoy myself. Like, you're putting a timeline on actually living in the moment. This is saying to you, that card would say to you, decide to be happy now. Choose to see the beauty in every day, in every moment you experience. Like, we're living this lifetime for a reason. You're here. You're not here to wait for things to happen to you. You're here to make things happen to you. And that could simply be going for a walk and enjoying the beauty in the moment. I did that for myself last week, and I've been feeling so enlightenedly joyous within myself, which is amazing for me. I've been through a lot this year as well, so it's amazing for me to feel finally at peace in that sense, because I've had like a lot of inner turmoil with who am I, where am I going, what's happening, because of the circumstances around my life. So just going on that walk and actually seeing symbolism with the sign, with all signs I'm seeing on this walk, like I saw ravens, I saw eagle, and little things like that have really made me realize, like, that moment has filled me with this joy because I saw the beauty in that moment. I just went for a walk and I just walked for 5 hours. My feet are feeling the effect of that, but it was a great moment. So what I'm saying is, like, appreciate the now. Find the beauty in your everyday. This will bring you joy. This will bring you happiness, because what you have in your life right now is very beautiful, Sagittarius. I can see that. And that applies to every single one of you. You have beautiful lives. And I really see, when we're in the darkness, I'm somebody who, like, I'm an observer, and I obviously intuit things in different ways to how other people may. And so, like, even in sadness, there's beauty and joy. I said that for another sign as well, actually. And I think realizing that and seeing that makes us really kind of appreciate our humanity. So that's something to consider for yourself and contemplate on in this self-reflection. Okay. 4 of Wands. Definitely coming together. Girls, if you have girlfriends, get on with them girlfriends, because this feels like great times of celebration with your friends. Obviously, this is not gender orientated. I just kind of get this sense of a lot of females together. So for you female viewers, it's time for you to actually, I feel like actually, as I'm saying this, actively just arrange something with a friend or friends. It can be family as well. It doesn't mean you have to, if you're a parent, that you have to avoid your children in this, because it feels family, it feels fun, friendships, coming together of people. And actually I can envision kind of like, so if you're like a single mom or you are a mom, coming together with other mum friends and your children playing together, and you having that adult time feels like this is really good for your joy during this month. So for those specifics, there you are. That's kind of like homework for you, is to make it happen. Just arrange something. Otherwise, this is just a really great time, Sagittarius, for you all round of coming together and socializing. I'm seeing that aspect. I'm literally seeing it as well, and even a work get together. I can envision kind of drinks, just kind of being a more chillaxed, real kind of moment with your friends, but work friends for some of you as well. I'm seeing it in many ways. This is kind of interesting. But yes, September, make it happen. 10 of Pentacles, coming together, all your dreams coming true, achieving what you wish to achieve. This is social, this is family, this is abundance all around. And I feel like Sagittarius, like, that's what you're thriving for during this time, is to feel in the moment happy. I feel like this, to me, this whole reading, that's there below the surface of all of this, of what you wish to achieve, is kind of just some weight off your shoulders and enjoying. And we basically have said, do it, make it happen, stop worrying about things in the future, and just have a little fun right now. And that's kind of the brief of your reading for September, is just kind of let your hair down, relax, and do something that's going to keep you in the moment and enjoying your life and seeing the beauty in your life. In this Ten of Pentacles, I mean, you see, I don't know if you can see the imagery, but the couple there in the center, like, they have no worries. They are appreciating what they have their home, they have their abundance, and they are just happy in this moment. And this is what I see where you need to kind of get yourself at, is to allow yourself to kind of release those shoulders. I am feeling kind of stressed up here, so drop them shoulders, relax, and allow yourself to chill for September. So I hope that makes sense for you, Sagittarius. I am loving this for you. You are one of the most kind of light readings that I like to call them, because it feels joyous, it feels happy, it doesn't feel stressed at all, and any kind of minor stress is in there, it's kind of self-imposed, which, like, that's easy, that's good, right? Because we can just let go of that if we decide to face it, and acknowledge that, you know, the worrying is all within yourself. Loving it. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Again, comment below if you have any comments, and I will see you next month. Thank you, guys.